Be 10-year-old me at best friend's house, rooting through his toy box. We find party horn. Pick related, start blowing horn, and giggling like faggots. Friend had idea, pulls down trousers and inserts tip of horn into anus. Lets out chubby kid fart and blows horn. Rolling around laughing, then realize shit on horn. Scream as we laugh, and throw dirty horn on top of wardrobe. Hear horn fall down back of wardrobe. Fast forward 6 years. Be still best buddies, hanging out in bedroom playing Mega Drive. Friend's mother in his room clearing round us, because lazy rebellious teenagers. Mother scrambling around behind wardrobe. Hey look what I found, anons. Toot, me and friend pause. Flashback, then absolutely lose our shit. Mom sees how hilarious she is, and starts to march round bedroom tooting horn. I miss that guy. Sitting at computer, suddenly see public safety broadcast or some shit on TV. Infrastructure is breaking down. Massive looting. Government is losing control. Deadly disease or some shit. The time has come. PNG. Loot local staples for huge amounts of ink, paper and external memory. Come back home and begin downloading as much fucked up obscure porn as I possibly can onto several external hard drives. Internet finally goes down. Begin printing out various fucked up hentai, rule 34, furry porn, etc. Store it all in a massive library of folders. Keep hard drives in a safe, as society has begun to completely break down. There is no more cable or internet. Electricity is probably getting pretty rare as well. So even DVD porn is gonna be pretty impossible to use. 2 years later, society is trying to recover. Most internet porn was lost when the electricity for the servers was shut off. Have massive library of thousands of fetish specific porn pictures all printed out. All that's left anywhere is shitty Playboy magazines for normal fags. Laugh as I charge 20 military grade bullets for every hentai furry rule 34 drawing I sell to whatever weirdos are left over. Get rich as fuck, build massive printing facility and hire many armed guards. Call my company the Cum Runners. My face when finally get a Dungeons and Dragons game going. Really big Berserk fan. Thought it would be funny to make a Pepe gut as a PC. We go out and smoke a blunt. Friend goes rogue. First quest is to hunt a boar. Intimidate a guy to give me his bow. Give the bow to rogue. This guy fucking sucks. Misses first shot, he fires. It flies into a bush and we get attacked by goblins. He tries to attack with his dagger. Rolls a 1 and accidentally throws away his dagger. Forgets to pick it up afterwards. Finally found the boar. Rogue tries to sneak up on him and tries to attack. Dungeon Master reminds him he doesn't have a dagger. Way too stoned for this. JPEG. Rogue asks if he can slip a finger up the boar's ass. I encourage him to just put his whole arm in it. The madman attempts it. Rolls a fucking 20. Dungeon Master tells him his arm is up to the shoulder in a boar's ass and that the boar didn't even notice. My turn. Told the Dungeon Master I want to use my brute strength to put him further in. He's up to his waist now. Put the boar out of his misery. Drag him back to town. Get only half the reward because the boar was mutilated. Party agrees to not smoke and play D&D again. Be 8-year-old me. Girls in class have this thing where they go around asking out the boys in the cooter's face so all the boys think it's gross. Get sent out as a spy to see who's going to get asked out next. Hide in a bush and peek out at a group of girls from our class talking. Oh Stassi, you haven't asked anyone out yet? No, I don't know who. Girl grins and says, what about Anon? The entire group bursts out into hysterical laughter. Haha, Anon is so gross. Run back to friends and brag about how the girls aren't going to ask me out. Thought they were gonna be jealous, but they didn't even seem to care. Look back years later and realize I was a robot all along. Be me, be major bookworm. Want to read a porno, but not get caught by another soul in the process. Work up courage after week to buy porno. Drive to local Barnes and Noble. Small town so everyone knows me though I do not like it because of my antisocial nature. Go into store. Oh hi Anon. Back for the newest Artemis Fowl A. Human just communicated with me. Autistic engine kicks on moving the anxiety dial. Come up with plan. Nipples harden and mildly lactate with excitement. This would hurt so many of the things I adore in life, but it is a sacrifice I'm willing to make for this fantastic fap. Start approaching various books and ripping off the detectable tags from within them. Begin sneaking them into unsuspecting humans' attire, one after another. Alarm in front of store goes off as each human is searched for any stolen store property. After a while of me rubbing my bookworm nipples with anticipation, decide to exit the building with the new loot masterpiece in bag. Alarm goes off. Oh, don't worry about that alarm, anon. It's been acting funny all morning. Whimpers to self as human looks over to me. Hey, is everything okay, anon? Tear up slightly as I exit in pure anxiety. Human did not see it. It worked. It fucking worked. Feel like human idol James Bond after successfully accomplishing a stealth mission. Step out of store into levitating platform. Several other aliens look at me and wave. Slither to spaceship and climb into pilot seat. Go home for the best night of my bookworm life. 4 hours later, throw book in garbage. That shit was a disgrace to all known universe. Cry to self with a broken heart and reproductive gland laying flaccid on the bed. My face when it was all for nothing. My face when I ruined 16 books for porn. My face when I'm an alien, still in basic training. Kid gets chosen to read the soldier's creed in front of the entire company. Kid can barely remember how to wipe his ass, much less recite a paragraph. He approaches the front of the formation, nervous and visibly sweating. I'm pretty sure spaghetti began to manifest in his cargo pockets. He takes his position in front of the formation. Everyone is standing tight at attention. He clears his throat, takes a deep breath. The army creed somehow manages to fuck it up by the second word. 1SG is visibly upset. Entire formation begins to smirk and chortle. He attempts it again. The soldier's creed. He proceeds to the second line and falters yet again. This repeats for a solid 15 minutes. Eventually one of the drill sergeants presents him a handy notepad with the creed written on it. Fucks it up again while reading it. Eventually approaches the I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States part. Says I will employ the enemies of the United States. Realizes his mistake. Says fuck out loud. Then starts over. Reaches the same point. I will destroy the United States. Everyone is dying at this point. Drill sergeant has dropped his military bearings and tripped on them. Shit turns to chaos. Eventually gets it right after a good hour or two. 1SG makes him the company guide for having the balls to destroy the USA. Watching porn. About to come. Video switches to a close-up shot of the guy's eyes with the audio coming from a shotgun microphone shoved up the guy's ass. Be me. Work at a hardware store. Literally hate everyone I work with. There is one kid I hate more than anyone else. Just calls everything gay. Yo bro, you wanna go get lunch or something? No, that's fucking gay. I don't know why, but it just pisses me off. He starts to pick up on the fact it pisses me off. Starts doing it more. Be me putting some tools on shelves and shit. He comes over to me. Bro, tools are gay. Get annoyed and walk away. Putting away light bulbs. He follows me and says with a smug ass face, bro, that light bulb is gay, and so are you. Tell him to fuck off. And I'm getting really pissed. Basically run to the next aisle, literally throwing mouse bait traps on the shelves because I fucking see his dumbass walking my way. He opens his mouth with that stupid fucking grin on his face. Bro, that shit is so fucking gay. Punch him with every pound of force in my body. Hear my knuckles break against his tired looking face. Be him lying on the ground, broken jaw and nose. Lean over him. Traps are not fucking gay. Pick unrelated. Be me. Be 18. At 8 out of 10 friend's house. Watching some shitty Adam Sandler movie. Girl with bouncy boobs on screen. Anon, I wish I had boobs like that. Here is my chance.jpg. Why you can. Don't you know the trick? What trick? If your boobs are sucked regularly they grow large. I don't think that's true, anon. Yeah. Why do you think porn stars have huge boobs? I don't know. Those are fake, I guess. Why would anyone pay to see fake boobs? Oh, I never thought of that. At this point I didn't know how to ask her to let me suck dem titties. Same as for guys as well. The more their dicks are sucked, the larger their penis. What, really? Let's do this again.jpg. Why do you think porn stars have such huge penises? And why do you think guys want to get blown all the time? Oh, now it all makes sense, anon. How about we help each other out? It's a win-win. Yes, right now. Holy shit.jpg. This carried on for 4 days, and I got 7 BJs before she found out I was lying. Now she won't talk to me. Does that make me a bad person? B. No, she was a dumb slut for believing that shit. Birthday. Tell family I don't want to do anything special. They know I hate being the center of attention and flounder badly in social situations of any kind. Force me to go out for dinner with them. Go to restaurant. 8 family members in total including me. Everyone talks among themselves unlimitedly during the meal. Nobody talks to me during the meal despite the occasion ostensibly being my birthday. Sit quietly and eat my meal. Feel uncomfortable that I'm so obviously not fitting in. Mother and stepdad fighting and being passive aggressive to each other. Mother drinking too much. Meal nearly finished up happy that I'll be able to go home soon. Suddenly our waiter appears. He's carrying a cake. Whole restaurant's wait staff is accompanying him singing happy birthday. Rest of the restaurant all look around and some tables join in, looking at me and singing. He puts the cake down in front of me. It's a custom made cake that my mother has requested be made for me. Cake is adorned with a lone glum pale figure hunched over an inedible plastic computer meant to represent me. Drunk mother laughing heartily. Try my best to put on a smile so as not to appear rude. Everyone takes pictures of the cake next to me. Family forces me to cut the cake. They laugh at me for cutting the cake weird. Haha, look at how he cuts the cake. Me lens. Go home. Pic related, it's the cake. Story my friend told me the other day. Be me. Wake up hella late. Miss the bus. Can't afford to miss another day. Fuck.png. Realize the TARD bus comes a bit later. Get idea to board the bus. But how? Only accepts TARD. Bus pulls up. Shit gotta act quick. I act autistic. It fucking works. I get on the bus. I sit next to a random kid. The kid starts licking my elbow. Visible disgust.png. Get to school. Friend sees me coming out of the TARD bus. Tell him what happened. Kex to death. Pic related. Be 15 or 16. Don't remember. Have really slow bowel movements all my life. Do maybe one shit every 2 weeks. In class. Suddenly get a really sharp pain in my stomach. Start to feel nauseous and really dizzy. Ask the teacher, can I go to the toilet? Stumble towards the bathroom, fading in and out of consciousness. Finally get in and collapse on the floor. Feel really hot. So I strip completely naked. Sit myself up on the toilet. Sweat is pouring off me and I'm barely able to sit upright. Push with all my might. Start shitting like I've never shat before. It keeps coming and stopping. Pass out for a minute or 2. Wake up on the floor covered in piss. Resume my shitting. 1 hour later. Finally finished. Clean myself off and check the toilet. It's almost full to the top with diarrhea. Smells worse than a fucking pigsty. Go back to class and go home. Stay homesick the next day in case it happens again. When I come back into school, I'll learn the principal held a meeting with all the boys in my school. Turns out that after I tried to flush it, the toilet exploded and sprayed shit everywhere in the cubicle. Principal and cleaners raging. Students think it's hilarious and disgusting at the same time. To this day nobody knows who did it. Shitstorm is general. Be big strong American. 350 pounds of pure sex and American power. Traveling Europe. Arrive in Paris. As soon as a plane touches down I start clapping because I'm happy. The rest of the passengers are looking at me. Fucking Frenchers. What are they going to do? Surrender to me. Arrive at customs. They ask me for my documents. I tell them I can't read or write that well. So I only wrote the word USA all over their immigration form. The security guard asks me to step to the side. I haven't eaten in like 20 minutes. I'm starving to death. I ask them for some French fries because I'm in France. They say something I can't understand because I don't speak European. I demand they bring me some food. They bring me some cheese and other small shit. I kick it out of their hands and demand a cheeseburger. They yell at me. They want me to stop making so much noise. I tell them I'll make as much noise as I want because it's my freedom. I suddenly realize they hate my freedom. They must be terrorists. Cold sweat, adrenaline rush. So I do what the founding fathers were all done. I grab one of the cops' firearm and start shooting at them while pledging allegiance to the flag of the USA. They're all running scared. So I think I've won this battle. I start clapping. Suddenly they rush in and apprehend me. I'm typing this from a French jail. I'm still starving. Worst vacation ever. Be me. 16. High school. One day in class, teacher was teaching about news sources. Teacher, BBC and CNN are the best news sources. You guys should listen to them. Cutie Pie raises hand. What about BuzzFeed? Forgot to mention she dyed her hair to blue. Did this bitch.jpg. 4 years I thought she was cute. But she mentioned BuzzFeed. My face when. I remember my teachers in high school telling us Salon and Vox were the most unbiased news sources. Back in high school. Plan crossplay for con. Azunayan. Practice makeup. Hip padding. Etc. Not that passable but enough to not look fug and awkward. Dad is super conservative and traditional, so hide all this from him. Thursday before con. Friends come to pick me up for the road trip to con. They're late. Dad not supposed to be home when they arrive, but they are pushing it close. Already in full cosplay with Macup, because there are Thursday events. Consider taking it all off but friends arrive out the door before they even call to say they are here. Friends help me load my shit into car. Realize I left my house keys on kitchen counter. Ask friends to finish packing my stuff into car while I grab the keys. They were late, so it's the least they could do, right? Nope. I come back out. They're bullshitting with the trunk open. Really anxious now. It's past 5 and dad will be home any minute. Stuff gets packed and dad's car rolls up while one bitch friend is being passive aggressive about seating. I urge everyone to get in before shit gets awkward. We can swap seats at rest stop. Dad is parking car. We finally work out seating. Dad gets out of car while I'm climbing into ours. His eyes meet mine. He smiles really fakely, duck into car, and try to hide. Anxious for a while but eventually relax and enjoy con. Come home Sunday night wearing normal clothes, hiding all my mo shit swag, and cosplaying bags in my luggage. Dad, so anon. Did you have fun? Who was the girl? Think he means one of my friends. Say dad that was X. You met her before. No, not that dyke. The one with the black pigtails. What the fuck? Is he making fun of me? If I were younger I'd be on that ass so hard and on. She wouldn't know what hit her. He laughs. Goes back to what he was doing. I go to my room and reevaluate my life choices. 4 weeks after. Every time I'd try to fap I just remember my dad announcing he'd wreck my ass if he was younger and my boner would be kill. Be 14. On my first date ever. Nervous as fuck. Took dates to the mall because that's what the cool kids did. Decided to go to the arcade to play some games so we could avoid any more awkward silence. Good old days. GIF. We are in line for the basketball game. There are 2 young girls playing in front of us. One of them is really bad at it. She's missing all the shots, dropping balls on the floor, and letting her friend pick it up. After 5 minutes or so I break the silence, turn to my date and say, man, this chick sucks. LOL. I mean, damn. She looks shocked. Anon, how can you say that? She said in horror with her hand on her chest like an old Christian lady. My face when I realized that little girl only had one arm. One fucking arm. Tried to break the ice and said, I'm sorry, I thought she was like a normal person. Date walks away. I don't know why parents never told me I was autistic. Be my birthday. Mama got me the littlest pet shop cake I wanted. Get a card from Grammy. Enjoy your birthday. Sorry I couldn't be there, sweetie. I hope you can use this. A lot of weird green paper in there. Mama's eyes get big. Ask her what these are. It's money. I use it to buy your chicken and video games. Can I trade it for good boy points? Yes you can. Of course you can. Then new daddy walks into the room. Smells like smoke and adult apple juice. Slaps mama's butt, sees the money. I need this for the poker game tonight. Mama says no. I traded it with her. He slaps her faces but now. Mama screams. I'm sitting there eating my cake. Ask her when dinner is ready. She says I gotta help her. This fucking normie asks me to help her on my own birthday. Take off all my clothes and jump on the table. Press my willy in the cake and run to mama screaming at the top of lungs, flailing my arms. Hit mama in the belly. Hear a loud oomph. New daddy looks at me. I look at him. I get down on my knees and grab his crotch. He goes back and asks me what I'm doing. I just wanted to show him I can be mama too. Run at him and bite him in the crotch. Even though he wore pants, he dropped to the ground crying. Now everyone was crying. My diaper has been full the whole time. Put some cake in diaper, since mama isn't changing it, and feed it to new daddy. New daddy never came back after the poker game. Mama made me fresh chicken tenders with a side of pizza that night. She didn't even charge my good boy points. Best 40th birthday ever. Be sure to join the Discord server and follow me on Twitter by clicking the links in the description.